Welcome back to Weekend Sunrise. Now to the remarkable story of two Aussies who gave up their retirement plans over a forgotten part of Australia's war history. On holiday in Cairo 6 years ago, Jill and Warren Barton were struck by the horrific conditions for the city's horses.
They started asking questions, only to learn that many of the animals are descendants of the military horses left behind by Australian troops more than a century ago. So, deeply moved by their plight, the couple sold their home in Perth and moved to Egypt to set up an equine charity.
In the shadow of the Egyptian pyramids in the baking hot sun, these horses and donkeys are often worked to the bone. On a visit to Cairo in 2013, Perth couple Jill and Warren Barton were struck by their suffering. A year later, they put retirement plans on hold, put their WA home on the market and returned to rescue the horses.
When we first came, people were very distrustful. They didn't really understand what charity meant. They would come and they would want to watch everything we were doing to start with, and then slowly it got better and better, and the word of mouth spread, and now this has become the place to bring your sick horse.
A self-confessed horse lover, Jill stayed in Egypt to work at their new stables, while Warren travelled back and forth to help manage the charity donations in Australia. And it wasn't just the animals suffering which struck the couple.
They soon discovered that many are descendants of the 10,000 Australian military horses left behind by troops at the end of World War I. Many still exhibit the beautiful qualities of Australia's whaler horses, seen here in the famous film 40,000 Horsemen. For the couple, it's not just about saving horses, but educating the locals too.
I just see them being kinder with their animals. Occasionally I even see somebody kiss their horse on the nose, and then they'll look to me for approval, you know, like they've seen me do that and now they're doing it too.
But the Bartons haven't finished yet. They hope to expand their equine charity and one day build a hospital for horses.
Isn't that remarkable? And Warren Barton
Right.
is back in Perth at the moment and he joins us live, I'm delighted to say. Warren, good morning to you. Happy Easter. Who came up with the plan to ditch retirement and start this wonderful charity?
After a trip to Cairo that 2013, we both agreed that, yeah, we should do something a little bit more in it with our lives than just retire. So, yeah, it was a joint agreement.
And was this even before you discovered that link with the Australian military horses? You know, the descendants of the horses that had, you know, served in war?
Yes.
Wow, and you just felt this compulsion to help them. Why?
There was quite a few reasons, but yeah, the suffering of the horses in that area it was very impacting. Yeah.
Warren, you and your wife, were you animal lovers? Have you always been animal lovers, or was there something particular here in this story that really struck at your hearts?
Looking at the horses at the time, and then looking into the history of them, quite impacting. But Jill was the horse lover. I do love animals, and at the time I just lost my red cloud kelpie, and yeah. But seeing these animals suffer even more is it's astounding what they go through.
How hard has it been to move to a foreign place and to try and change what could be, you know, deep-rooted attitudes to animal welfare, Warren?
That's a good question. It has been very difficult. It's a complete culture change, and but through education with the owners of these animals, as Jill said in that film clip, that they're actually looking for approval now, and seeing that these animals do have feelings, and it's a very small step day to day that she's experiencing over there.
It's an ambitious plan, I know, a huge project. You now want to, and Jill in particular, wants to set up an equine hospital in Cairo, and you're relying solely on public donations, so you need every little bit of help that you can get.
Yes, we do. We've got some great donors, great sponsors, or not sponsors, but donors in America, Australia and England. But establishing a hospital over there is the biggest challenge, is getting good staff, qualified staff to assist.
Right. Well, Warren, we hear of people retiring and becoming grey nomads. You've just taken it to the next level. Well done on everything that you're doing in Cairo.
Thank you.
Lovely to chat to you this morning.
Grey horse nomads in this case. Jill and Warren, well done. Isn't that brilliant? We'll put all the details up on our Sunrise website, sunrise.com.au. If you'd like to contribute, I'm sure they would be gratefully received, any contribution.